So, going back to Numbers 35 and verse 19, it says, the revenger of blood himself shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. He shall slay him, he shall kill him. Like I show you about the sons. He left a son that he taught right. An avenger of his enemies. Because you're an enemy if you can kill the son's father. Verse 20. But if he thrust him of hatred or hurl at him by laying of weight that he die, or in enmity at war smite him with his hand that he die, he that smote him shall surely be put to death, for he is a murderer. The revenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meeteth him. Hear that? Conditions, y'all. But if he trusts him suddenly without enmity, he ain't trying to make war with him, be at war with him, or have cast upon him anything without laying of weight. You know, he ain't, that's like an ambush, trying to ambush him. Or with any stone, wherewith a man may die, seeing him not. You don't see him, but damn, you get hit in the head with a stone and you die. Or with any stone, wherewith a man may die, seeing him not, and cast it upon him that he died, and was not his enemy, neither sought his harm. He wasn't an enemy, he was trying to, bring any harm upon him. Then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the revenger of blood according to these judgments. They're going to make a conscious judgment upon the revenger of blood and the slayer. You know, if he didn't do it purposely, as it's saying here, or he did do it purposely. And the congregation shall deliver the slayer out of the hand of the revenger of blood. And the congregation shall restore him to the city of his refuge. Hear that? Remember, he gave us 6 cities of refuge. You're going to bring him out, they're going to make the judgment call. And if he didn't have, war in his mind and really intended to, plotting to ambush him and kill him like that, then he can go back to his city of refuge, where he was fled. And he shall abide in it until the death of the high priest, which was anointed with the holy oil. You gotta wait till the high priest died before he can leave the city of refuge, whatever city, whichever one of those 6 cities he was in. But if the slayer shall at any time come without the border of the city of his refuge, he come outside that city, the border of his refuge, whether he was fled, whether he was living in, and the revenger of blood find him without the borders of the city of his refuge, the revenger of blood find him, he's outside that city of refuge, and the revenger of blood kill the slayer, he shall not be guilty of blood. Hear that? You catch him outside of that city of refuge, he can kill him. And he shall not be guilty of blood. Because he should have remained in the city of his refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return into the land of his possession. Go back to where he was at. So these things shall be for a statute of judgment unto you throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Whoso killeth any person, the murderer shall be put to death by the mouth of witnesses. More than one person. But one witness shall not testify against any person to cause him to die. Okay? I'm going to continue. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer. No satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. Can't take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer. They kill somebody unjustly, they shall surely be put to death. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest. Remember, so you can't come in the land till the high priest die. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. For blood it defileth the land. For blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Read that again. Like this land. The land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So you that shed blood, the only way that this land gonna be clean is the blood of those that shed it be shed. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. Hear that? Moses said, the land you inhabiting, I'm going to dwell there. For I, the Most High, dwell among the children of Israel. Hear that? So he's around us, even in captivity. He's still around us. Those that really, sincerely lock into him. That's right, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's why the Most High is, man, it's awesome. It's awesome. So we looking at, some laws of the Most High. Look at Habakkuk 2. We're going to bring it home too. I'm still going to bring some prophecies and things of where we at and how all these laws, how it portrays to what has happened in this world. Look at Habakkuk 2 and 8. And it's saying, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. You see, they don't really look at, beyond today for the judgment that's written in prophecy in this Bible. Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. There's a whole lot of violence being brought about to get this land. Woe to him that coveteth, and evil coveteth to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou wast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. This on the Edomites. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood. Remember what it said? To cleanse the land. The blood of him that shed it must be shed. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, it said, and establish a city by iniquity. That's what we're looking at right now, man. And woe means destruction, just in case you didn't know. Woe means destruction. go back to these laws. Salakia. I just wanted to bring that in because, it fits right in with what the law says. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's no way you can avoid it. So you back in Exodus the 22nd chapter. Verse 3. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he shall make full restitution. This thief in verse 2. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten, that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, sun come upon him the next day, there shall be blood shed for him. For he shall make full restitution, payback. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. And be sold for his theft, for what he stole. If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double. Instead of one sheep, one ox, you got to give 2 ox and 2 asses. If a man shall cause a field or a vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, you taking your beast and you feeding in another man's field that don't belong to you, or the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard shall he make restitution back to the man that this animal is feeding on this land. If fire break out, and catching thorns, so that the corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. That you kindle that fire, you surely gonna make restitution. You got to pay back for what you have done in causing this fire. You see, to judges cases involving an unpaid watchman, verse 6. If fire break out and catching thorns, so that the stacks of corn or the standing corn or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. He's gonna make restitution for what he's done and the damage that he's done. Man, they be thinking about the restitution somebody would have to give up for the fires that they cause in California every year. It's burning all over the place out here right now. Exodus 22:7. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. See, that's one thing he's saying for the second time. Say, if you steal something from your neighbor, money or anything that he has, possessions to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. You gotta pay double. You stole a watch, you gotta give 2 watches. Whatever it is, you gotta pay double. Whatever it is. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand upon his neighbor's goods. For all manner of trespass, whether it be for ox, for ass, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challenges to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor. You see, that double again. You do something, you got to put forth double. You stole one thing, you got to bring forth two things. If a man deliver unto his neighbor an ox or an ass, if a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass or an ox or sheep or any beast to keep, and it dies, so you keeping it, keep this for me. Just like it was in verse 7, if a man to deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and somebody steal it out of his house. You see, if the thief be found, he got to pay double. Now, verse 10 says, if a man deliver unto his neighbor an ass or an ox or a sheep or a beast to keep, and it die, so hold this for me. Keep my, my beast, and it die while you have it, or be hurt while you have it, or driven away while you have it, no man seeing it, nobody see what happened. Then shall an oath of the Most High be between them both, that he have not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. And the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. You see? And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. If somebody, you telling somebody to hold your ass, your ox, your beast, and somebody steal it, then the owner gotta make restitution thereof. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness. If it's torn in pieces, some kind of wild animal that got a hold to it or something, say let him bring it forth, to see that it is torn in pieces. For a witness, right? And he shall not make good that which was torn. You don't have to make good that which was torn. Verse 14. And if a man borrow aught from his neighbor, you borrow something from your neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof being not with it, he shall surely make it good. You see? But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be an hire thing, it came for his hire. You see, if he used it for hire, then he don't have to make it good. Verse 46. If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, man trying to get with a woman that is not engaged to another man, and lie with her, he lay down with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. This woman is not engaged to another man, and he lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. He got to pay money according to the dowry of virgins. I think that's in, let me see. We have to pay so much money. Let me see if I'm looking for the dowry, how much it would be. Okay, it says, verse 17, if her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins, right? Let's see if I can find the amount of money for the dowry of virgins. There's a certain amount of money that they had to put out. For the dowry of virgin that they had to pay to the father. 50 shekels of silver, brother was used to say. I can't find it right now. Yeah, let me see. Bear with me for a second.